So, what was the most trouble you ever got into as a kid?
The most trouble I got into as a kid. Let me think.
There's probably a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, I know one time, me and my sister went, we lived across the street from like a grocery store and some other stores and stuff. So one night we snuck out of our bedroom window, went over there, and we jimmied the soda machine and stole soda out of it. And apparently there was somebody saw us. We didn't know it.
How'd you do that?
Oh, we took some sticks.
They had machines back then?
They had soda machines, yes. They were probably like 10 cents back then, so 6,000 years ago. I don't even remember, maybe a quarter. But we took some sticks, and I don't remember what else. We had sticks and something else, and shoved them up in there, up in the machine, and just kept messing around. And pop started coming down, soda started coming down.
So you just basically stabbed sticks inside of it?
Yeah, we just like shoved sticks up there and just kept, in the opening where you get your soda comes out, we just shoved sticks and stuff up in there. And then it jimmied it down, and then soda came out, and we got several, and then we took off across the street.
The real old ones, it was probably, it was a long time ago, but the older ones used to have, like now, whenever you reach your hand in like to grab it, and it has like the little door. Now, whenever you reach your hand in there, there's like another flap that comes up, so like so you can't reach your hand actually up in there. But the old ones didn't have that, because whenever I think whenever I was in middle school, we had one that didn't have the flap. And there were some kids that had skinny enough arms that they could jam their arms up in there and get stuff for free.
Oh.
And
we were just knocking them loose with the stick.
I think there was one kid one time that I think they had to get a set of keys and open the door because he got his hand stuck in there.
I can see that.
Because he was because you could reach your hand in there and get something from the bottom pretty easy, but if no one's arms were really long enough to go higher than the bottom, and I think he was trying to get something up higher, and then he had jammed his whole arm up in there and then couldn't get it back out. So they had to open the door to let him get his arm out.
That was one thing we did.
How'd you get in trouble? How'd you get in trouble for it?
Oh, because the police came to the house.
Oh.
Yeah, and we tried to play it off.
So someone called the cops?
Yeah, somebody saw us and called the cops.
Was it real late at night, or? Because you said you snuck out.
Yeah, it was pretty late. They woke up our parents and stuff. So yeah, it was bad.
How did that go?
That didn't go very well. We tried to act like we were in our room the whole time, but it's nobody was buying
you just had all this pop, and you're just I don't know where this
came
came
from. No, of course we hid it, but yeah, we tried to play it off, but no, that wasn't it. No, I'll tell you something we did. We didn't get in trouble for, though. That was kind of crazy. We had these. Me and my sister had these friends that their mom worked night shift as a nurse, so she was never home all night. So so you always went over there and said you're spending the night.
Yeah.
So anyway, one time they lived in a single wide trailer, linoleum floors. Had to put that in there. So anyway, we took water and flour and oil and just I don't even know why we had the flour. I have no idea. Somebody's like, "I'll put flour on the floor." So we put water and oil on the floor all the way across, and it was all the way down the floor. And then we would run and just slide. And we would slide all the way down that little hallway.
So you turned their entire house into a slip and slide.
Pretty much. From the living room all the way back to the bedroom. It was a single wide trailer, just one big strip. But yeah. Just and we did
you
that.
didn't get in trouble for that?
No, nobody found out. And
what do you mean they never found out?
Because we had the whole house to ourselves.
The mom had to come home at some point.
She did, but we cleaned it up. But that was
so you cleaned it up.
We cleaned it
up. I
up.
thought you meant you just did it and then just...
No. We didn't get... we cleaned it up. But that was just one of our crazy things we did.
Did it just to slide on the floor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I had another friend about the same time. They had...
Was it that boring back then?
Yeah.
That was all you had to do?
Yeah, we ran and slid down with the oil and the water.
That was your entertainment, was putting oil on the floor and sliding around?
Yep, cooking oil and water, yep.
And what was the flour for?
I don't even know. I don't remember why that was, but I remember it was such a mess to clean up. And I was like, I don't know, maybe we're going to cook something down there.
Well, the oil couldn't have been easy to clean up.
No.
Because even I've spilled like a little bit, and it
No,
just
the
goes
floor
everywhere.
stayed slippery. It stayed slippery, but the mom didn't know why. Just like
She just came home. She's like, "Why is my floor really slippery?"
yeah, it's like you would know you would just like have these certain spots where you didn't get it up good,
Yeah.
and they just be slippery, and then you just start to slide, and you're like, oh, what the heck?
She probably came home and she's like, "Did anybody polish this floor? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?"
Like what did you clean the floor with? Oh yeah, we used this new cleaner. So, but I had this other friend too that her dad worked nights. It's so cool when your parents work nights and nobody's home.
Yeah.
So they had an A-frame house, and what we would do, we would take all the mattresses off and they had a balcony overlooking the living room. So we took all the mattresses off the beds, off all 3 bedrooms, piled that up in the floor, and then took the cushions off the couch and then jumped off the balcony, and we would land on all that.
So you had like 3 mattresses on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you just had like a small window to land.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah, because we were jumping off the second floor balcony. Yeah.
So
We used to
nobody
do
ever
that.
got hurt or nothing.
Oh yeah, people got hurt. Yeah, people
Like-
got hurt. Nobody broke anything, but people got hurt. Like we had the girl's brother who at the house we were doing that from.
Yeah.
He ended up having to go and get X-rays. We thought he broke his ankle, but he ended up spraining it super bad. And then we had to lie and say we were outside and messing around in the woods, and he slid and fell and all this kind of crap.
Yeah, we definitely didn't take all the mattresses and all the couch cushions and pile them all up and jump on them.
Well, the couch
Definitely didn't
cushions
do that.
were around the edges. 'Cause
Oh, so you didn't pile them all up like
the
that?
mattresses were all piled up, but the couch cushions were around the edges.
No, just like in case someone missed.
Just in case, when you miss, like her brother did, which wasn't good.
And how many like
We
did
did
this
that
go-
all the time. All the time.
Did you do it for like hours at a time? Just like
Yeah.
just take turns jumping over
It
and
was
over?
so much fun. Like we just always like, oh, he's gone. Okay, you sure your dad's really gone? Yeah. So then we just grab all the mattresses, and he never did say it. He never said why is a mattress in a different spot or why is the bed's all messed up or
You lived a boring life.
yeah. So yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. They lived on a lake, and we would go swimming, and they had a canoe and stuff like that. We jumped off a balcony
So
and went swimming.
You'd swim and jump off the balcony.
Mhm.
And that was your whole day.
Mhm. Pretty much, that was the whole day.